Hello guys, Keep On TV here, back for yet another match review. So it's finished Birmingham City 1, Charlton Athletic 1 at St Andrews. The game just finished. I watched it on Blues TV and I'm wishing I didn't now, but we did get that late equaliser from Luka. And what a vital point this is. In the normal context of things, a point is not really good because we still haven't won in 12 games, but that point has put us 5 points ahead of Hull City, who are in 21st and of course lost 8-0 to Wigan. So we're 5 points above the bottom three with 2 games remaining. We've got Preston and Derby. Even if we do lose them 2 games though, I think Hull and Luton, they've got to play each other. Whoever loses that game potentially could be relegated. Barnsley are down. And you've also got Huddersfield and also Charlton as well. So I think it's in our hands, definitely, even though we have got 2 hard fixtures remaining. But then again, Preston and Derby, I don't think them two can mathematically get into the playoffs. So, we'll have nothing much really to play for. Wayne Rooney's Derby, of course, next Wednesday. But again, on to this game. We played a 4-4-2 formation. Steve Spooner went back to the 4-4-2. Pedersen was back in at left back. Of course, there was no Clark Salter, so we went for Lee Camp and goal, Pedersen, Colin, Dean and Roberts. We still started Harley Dean, Gary Garner and Sunic as the 2 central midfielders, Bella, Bellingham, Hogan and Lucas Jukovic, the 2 strikers up top. So in the first half, we was playing really well. I was really pleased the way we was playing, was passing the ball around. Even when we didn't have the ball, we was pressing Charlton and causing them to make a few mistakes, of course. And one of them mistakes was the penalty that we got. Jukovic won the ball and was fouled in the box. Up steps Scott Hogan, hasn't scored since the restart. I think his last goal was against Reading where we lost 3-1. And his penalty was really poor. The goalkeeper saved it. He went to the left and the goalkeeper saved it, like I said. But on the rebound, that was an even worse miss. How did he miss that? It was practically an open goal. The keeper couldn't get to it. I was really disappointed in Scott Hogan. Of course, his confidence is really low. And the debate, you're going to have this debate now. Shall we sign Scott Hogan on a permanent deal, especially if Villa want like 6 million for him? Of course, he's been a really good player for us since joining us, but since the restart, I don't know what. Like, it's just lost his goal scoring touch. But yeah, so half time it was 0-0. Charlton didn't really do much in the first half. They were putting balls into the box. There was half chances here and there. It was the same the second half for Blues anyway. I mean, we did have more shots than Charlton, but in the full 90 minutes, I couldn't really remember us having like a real clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity. There was some moments in the it was the second half where Crowley just took 3 players out of the game. It was an amazing bit of skill from Crowley. Crowley was the stand-up player for me in this game. Maybe also Bella. And from that run from Crowley, Bella hit it over the bar. And of course, Charlton took the lead. Where was the defending? Their winger just ran past Colin, ran to the byline, cut it back, and there was no one marking him. It was 1-0, and I was absolutely fuming. And then they could have made it 2-0, a similar move, just couldn't pass our defence too easily, and Lee Camp pulled off the save, thankfully. McGeady hit the post for them, so we was lucky not to be 2-0 down. We brought on Bellingham and Reed, and Bellingham made an impact in this game. He's been criticised recently for not playing as well, but it was him that was a big part of us getting the equaliser. Played it across to Dean. Dean had it saved. Lucas Jukovic was there to pop up and potentially salvage our season. What a vital goal that could prove out to be. But I'm just really disappointed that we didn't win that game. I think we deserved to win the game. Actually, no. It's a tough one, really, because Charlton was just sitting back. We had more chances, but there wasn't clear cut. In a way, I think a draw was a fair result. We missed a penalty. We didn't take our chance to. I mean, if that penalty goes in, it's a completely different game, and then I might be sat here or stood here, talking about a Blues win. But yeah, it's a point closer to safety. We're on 50 points now, so I think we will stay up, even though we didn't get the win. It was a better performance than Stoke, and but anyway, guys, make sure to like, share, and also subscribe. Leave your thoughts about the game down below in the comment section. It's been Keep Quiet TV here, and I'll see you guys for the Preston preview tomorrow. Keep on time.